We're working on finding our optimal deadlift position, which is just your hip hinge. And because we spend so much of our time seated in hip flexion, it's really important that we learn how to build a strong hip hinge. So that's getting into our hamstrings, our glutes, really protecting our back with this movement. So first thing is we want to see where your hips are happiest in a hinge. So maybe starting with a narrow stance, what do we got? 6 feet in front of a wall, okay? This is my imaginary wall. You're gonna reach your butt back. So deep hip hinge, feeling your hamstrings, keeping your shoulders slightly higher than your hips and your abs engaged. Nice long spine here, so thinking length through the top of your head. And then play around with your stance. Maybe you widen it a little bit, or maybe you just turn out your toes. For a lot of us, our hip mobility is really impacted by the angle of our toe turnout. So you're gonna find, where can I get that feeling of that deep stretch in the hamstring and then that glute contraction as I push through. And now one thing you might find, as your butt goes all the way to the wall, you might lose your toe connection. You start losing your balance. So now you've gone too far. So now can we find that beautiful, perfect spot for you of my toes being able to stay down and my hips being able to hinge as far back as possible? That is gonna be your optimal deadlift position.